I don't want to do anything else. I don't think the last time I bought a video game system was when I was 7, and I didn't play it ever. I was, I think, 1 or 2, and my mom and dad realized I would sit right, we had a stereo system, and I would sit by the stereo for like hours and just kind of like nod my head in approval of the music, or just because I liked the music. And my parents took that in mind, and for my 3rd birthday, they got me like a little tom, and I gravitated towards it, and I loved just kind of banging on that and kind of banging on pots and pans and stuff, and it was just my favorite pastime. Then I guess my dad introduced me to this guy named Dan Johnson, who is my first drum teacher, and I'm still in touch with him, and he teaches my brother tabla, but he's a tabla player from the United States, but he studied in India and then came back to the US to live here. And he was kind of hesitant about teaching me at first because I was like 3, and he's like, yeah, a 3-year-old, what? No, this is a little too young. And he started teaching me, and we hit it off, and he introduced me to like the live gigging stuff. So he'd take me to coffee shops and take me to like Memorial Day parties or something, or just anywhere he could find that he had a gig. I'd tag along with him and play a song or two. And at that point, it was just something I really loved to do. I would not play video games. I'd not want to play outside. I just kind of want to sit and play drums or listen to music or do anything music centric. So I guess that's why I gravitate towards music, and I don't think I'll ever leave it. So much of what I play is influenced by what I listen to and what I'm passionate about at the time. Right now, I not only the free jazz stuff, but I've recently gotten out of a really big Tony Williams phase, and that influenced like my ride cymbal playing like a ton. Before that, I was really into D'Angelo and Voodoo and Black Messiah and Questlove's playing, so that came into my groove stuff a lot. And I guess developing your own unique style, it's an amalgamation of everything you've been listening to. So as I listen to stuff more, I'm able to take them and mash them together in like this big like crock pot of music that eventually will become me. It's not there yet. I've not completely identified my own style yet, and I think everybody has work to do on developing their own sound. But I guess every person I'm completely obsessed with, it gets me one step closer to being myself. Right now, the practice of writing music it's relatively new to me. It's not completely new in that I have never seen it before, but I'm still learning, and I'm still having to troubleshoot some things and figure my way out. It's like walking into a house and not having all the lights on. I haven't turned all the lights on yet, but I'm getting there. My dream project is, I guess, everything. I'd love to do everything. I'd love to have an album, like a great studio album. I'd love to go on tour with a band playing that studio album. I'd love to compose music for films. I'd love to write, music for a Broadway show. Anything music I can kind of get my hands on and do and put out there, I'd love to do. My personal favorite performance would probably be when I was 7, I think 7 or 8, and I played a show in Wildwood, New Jersey on the beach, and we played this one King Crimson song, 21st Century Schizoid Man, and throughout the whole song, I don't remember seeing anything but complete darkness and just my drums. And it's a feeling I've had only a couple times, but that specific time I can never get it out of my head. I remember that feeling, and I strive for that feeling every time I play a gig, because it just felt so right, and everything was right in place, and the music was kind of just flowing into my ears. Nothing was kind of going above me. Everything was in slow motion. I heard everything. It's like when an athlete is like they see the ball in slow motion, or they're catching the ball in slow motion, or shooting in slow motion. That's how I felt, and it was, man, I thinking about it now is just getting me really excited. But yeah. Right now on my kit, I'm using 15-inch artisan hi-hats. I think it's now almost 4 years that I've been playing those specifically. Those have been my hi-hats. They're 15 inches, so they got the benefits of the 14-inch where you can get a really good articulation, but they've also got the benefits of larger hi-hats where you can kind of get that washout. For crashes, I'm using the Evolution crashes, the 16 and the 18, and also the Ozone, all HHX. The trio of those provide a great soundscape, and you can get all the possible sounds and the tones out of the cymbals that you need on a session. And for ride cymbals, I got a couple that I really, really like. The first one is the 21-inch Artisan Light Ride. That one for me is just the perfect all-around cymbal. It's got great articulation. It's got it's very open, so you can get all the sounds you need, and it's the perfect mix between sweet and dry. That it sounds like I love this cymbal so much. My typical piece of advice would be being over-prepared is like being prepared, like well-prepared. I've found that playing as many times as I've played live or as many times as I've done studio recordings, I've always found that the times that I think that I'm completely over-prepared, I am prepared just enough. And if I have that extra bit of knowledge, I'm able to use that to benefit the recording or benefit the live setting or something. So knowing everything about an album or knowing everything you can about a style before you go into a session, or knowing how the songs go and all the possible versions that you can take of a song, and knowing the song completely well before you play in a live setting ensures that you can be free and you can be yourself and you don't have to worry about making like silly mistakes. And so always being that much more prepared it makes it easier and makes it more fun to play.